Hi everyone, we're on Module 4 Fractions of Level F of VMath. This is Lesson 0, Review number 2, so turn to page 5 to follow along and take notes. All right, our vocabulary today is the simplest form of a fraction. A fraction in which 1 is the only common factor of the numerator and the denominator. So the simplest form of a fraction, 8 over 24, 8 24ths. You can see they divided top and bottom by 2, and then you got 4/12. They can divide again by 2 to get 2/6. You can divide again by 2 and get 1/3. So that means that 1 and 3, the only common factor they have is 1. So here it is in picture form. 8/12 can be simplified to 4/6, but then all the way to 2/3, because you can divide by 2 and then on top and bottom, and then you can divide by 2 again, and then that's why you get the simplest form. So yes, 4/6 is simplified, but not yet. All the way simplified is 2/3. All right, so here let's do some review. We're going to look at the factors of 6 and 8. Well, we always know that 1 and itself are factors. Then I'm going to go to the next one, 2. Well, I know 2 times 3 is 6, so there we go. So 1 and 8 are factors. And then I go to 2, and I know, 2 times 4 is 8. So the GCF, or the greatest common factor, we look at, they have 1 in common, they have 2 in common, but the greatest one is 2. All right, number 2, we have 6/8 equals 6/8, and then we're going to simplify it. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 2 because that is their greatest common factor. I want to try to do it in as many steps as possible, so you pick the greatest common factor. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, 8 divided by 2 is 4, and we can see that 3/4, I gotta use a different color here, sorry. 1, 2, 3 out of 4 is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8. All right, let's do factors of 4 for this one. So we know 1 and 4, and then I go to 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. So factors of 8 are, we already did those up above, 1 and 8, 2 and 4. So they have all of these in common. Well, 4 is the greatest one in common. So then I'm going to divide top and bottom by 4 to reduce the number of steps that I have to do. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. All right, let's do factors of 6 for number 4. We did those over on number 1. So we know it's 1 and 6, 2 and 3. And then factors of 18, we know it's 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 times 6. Oh, well, we can see they have 1 in common, 2 in common, 3 in common, 6 in common. 6 is the greatest common factor, so I'm going to divide by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 18 divided by 6 is 3. So then I know that 1/3 is the same as 6/18. All right, so this says we are going to find the simplest form of 12/18. So here are the factors. They listed them out for us. So then let's just look at ones they have in common. They have 1, 2, 3, and 6. So I'm going to divide the top and bottom by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 18 divided by 6 is 3. So then I can see that 2/3. So now if I shade it in here, 2, 1, 2, 2/3 right here, those two pieces. And then we can see that they line up. They are equivalent. So 12/18 is the same as 2/3. All right, this says write each fraction in simplest form. So the factors of 2, it's a prime number, so only 1 in itself. And we know 8 are 1 and 8, and 2 and 4. So the more you do this, the quicker you're going to get at this, because you'll be able to practice your factors quite a bit. So we know 1 is a common, 2 is common, 2 is the greatest. So we're going to divide top and bottom by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Number 6 over here, factors of 10, 1 and 10. Then we go to 2, 2 times 5. 12, we know are 1 and 12. 2 times 6 and 3 times 4. Their common ones are 1 and 2, so 2 is the greatest. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So we can see in the picture 10 12s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, here we have 8 and 12. Well, we can actually kind of, we can look at, we already have them written down, so we can see what they have in common. We know they have 1, 2, 4 in common. 4 looks like the greatest one, so let's divide top and bottom by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 2/3 is the simplest form. All right, 5 and 20. Or excuse me, 15 and 20. What can we divide top and bottom by? Well, probably we know that they both end in a 5 and a 0, so then we know we can divide top and bottom by 5. Let's see if that's good enough for this step. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. 20 divided by 5 is 4. And because 3 and 4 have no other common factors, that's the simplest form. Okay, this says write a fraction in simplest form. So using symbols, 5/15, you find the factors of 5, find the factors of 15, then you find the greatest common factor. So find the greatest common factor, GCF, of the numerator and the denominator. Then you divide both the numerator, the top number, and the denominator, the bottom number, by the greatest common factor. So since 5 was the greatest common factor, you divide top and bottom by 5. So the simplest form of 5/15 is 1/3. All right, now you're going to complete page 7 on your own. Please make sure to show your work. Ask for help if you need it. Good luck.